So ladies and gentlemen, today I'm testing the Aprilia Tuareg 660. So I'm going to give my first impressions. It's the tallish bike. I'm only a small lad. It's got a TFT dash. And I cannot flat foot it with both feet, so I'm slightly leaning off to the bike. Seat's nice and comfy. Gonna get a little spin on this and try and get out of town quickly. So it's 12:15. I've got 45 minutes to take this for a little jaunt around, and then I'm going to get back to the shop, and I've got another bike to test after this. She feels nice and light at slow speeds. Oh. She is a lot lighter than my BMW F750, I'll tell you that. Let's try and get out of town so I can have a good at this properly. Got 45 minutes. Oh, that was loud. So the two bikes I'm comparing back to back today is they're basically adventure bikes. It's got a nice throaty engine, this. Brakes are good. I didn't check if this has got a quick shifter. I'll have a check of that once I stop. It's in urban mode at the moment. I'm going to figure that out in a minute and see if I can change that on the fly. Once I get out of this traffic and everything, and I can have a proper look. Let's have a look if I can actually change anything on the fly. Odometer, trip, time, max speed 66. I doubt that. This is basically a new bike I've taken out. Ah, fucking that road closed. Alright, let's have a look. Average fuel 46 miles per gallon. Fuel at the moment is 41, 40. Oh, it actually shows you as you go along. So my other bike doesn't show that. It actually tells you what your fueling is at the moment on the actual fly, so that's not bad. Alright, we're going to get out of here. I'm going to head up to the north coast because I know the road won't be so busy up that way. So 80C, it's on 4. 276 miles, it's done. Okay, now is there any way of changing the B eraser, B, get off the fucking road, you ain't got license or insurance, you dopey cow. Alright, 40 minutes. I get back. So I close my visor, it's a bit windy. She feels very nimble, she's easy to manoeuvre. Be a racer A or be a racer B, I don't know what that actually means. If I hold that button in, see if that changes anything. No, that's just set the time back to 0. Okay, the trip's gone back to 0. Oh, fueling's not too bad. You see that on the fuel there. 6 gear, like 73, 71. That's miles per gallon. That's not bad. 75. The gearing feels a bit stiff. Like going up in gears and dropping gears down. It's not as smooth as my other bike. So that it just feels a bit stiff. But the seat and the position, I mean, it's beautiful. Like standing up, leaning forward, yeah. She feels nice. Wonder what the set is. Just set it like that? No. So that's high beam. So that turns down the ATC. That's gone down to 3, 2, 1. Right, got it. So that, right. So let's have a look here. So fuel, average speed, the max speed. Time is 13:36. That's not right. Trip odometer. Okay. I'm going to pull up when I get to thingy and I'm going to have a little gander around the bike. Alright, it's 25 past 12. So I'd love to know how to get this out of urban. Right, I'm going to pull in a bit further up the road. There's a place to pull in. Then I'll have a little gander at the bike. Have a little walk around it. From first impressions, it feels really nice. It's just, it's not the easiest thing to work with the switch. It might just be me that's being a bit anal about it. I could have pulled in there. I know where I'll pull in. Oh, happy days by the sunshine. Alright, we'll pull in here. Oh, yeah. In the right gear, neutral. Well, the fact that I'd come to a full stop there and I wasn't even trying to hold this bike up, and it was so stable there. My God, what's happened here? This is where they do Jersey Live and the state of the grass. Right, I'm going to go around here. Okay, trying to find neutral. There we go. Whoa. Right. Let's have a quick gander around the bike. Okay. turn it off. So I found what I'm looking for, this little button here. So you've got individual, explore, urban and off-road, and that's the rear ABS disabled in that one. So individual, explore. Okay, so I think individual can be more of the sport mode. So we'll have a quick walk around. Okay, so there we go. She is very nice to ride. Bit of a throaty engine on her. Let's have a look. Comes with a nice substantial bash plate as well, so it's a lot more substantial than what you get on the BMWs. I know that from factory anyway, because I've literally just bought myself the SW Motec one, which gives it a lot more substantial stuff to it. But it's nice. I'm going to assume this bracket here comes up, or it could be. Let's just check. I don't want to pull it and break it. No, I think that's just for sticking a phone or a GPS unit on. Yeah, so the screen's not adjustable. So it doesn't have an adjustable screen. So it's LED. Got a 21-inch on the front. And I believe it's a 19 on the back. Let me double check. No, it's an 18 on the back. So 21-inch on the front and 18 on the back. Nice thumpy exhaust, as standard. So I reckon if you put an aftermarket exhaust on that, it's going to go. From looking at that, that looks to be a quick shifter that's installed on it. No, it ain't. I could be wrong. I'll give it a shot in a minute and find out if it is. Alright, let's get underway again. Yeah, it's got flimsy handguards, so I'll probably change those straight away and put some bark busters on there, because they're going to snap as soon as you drop that. The mirrors are nice. You got a nice view behind you. The seat is plush. That is a nice plush seat. And you seem to sit firmly here. You're not going back or forward in it. So it's all key as well. It's not keyless or anything. It's old school. And fueling. I'd refrain from putting E10 in if you really can. From what I've been told, steel tanks. I mean, I'm not sure if this is steel or plastic underneath, but the steel tanks, I've been told by a lot of dealerships that the new fuel, the E5 fuel, the Euro compliant crap, that's going to rust a lot of tanks. I mean, I've just done my K1 and I've literally relined it just to protect it, because I know a 21-year-old tank is going to get rust. So you've got an option here, so you can do your dampening, which is good. Brembo, it's got twin Brembos on the front. And that is, so you got a one pot. You got a one pot on the back, and you have two pots on the front. So, but the Brembos are plush. They're really nice. Probably change those to braided lines if it was my bike. Got a nice protector for the for your unit. So cooling system's all protected, which is what you need for this type of bike if you're going to go off-road. So let's get underway again. It's 12:30. I've got half an hour and then I've got to be back. Alright. Let's see if it... So it makes a difference by going through this. Right, we'll try urban, and we'll just have a see of the sense. So that's quite slow on the pickup, that, but we'll go through them. We'll go through the different settings, and hopefully it will change on the fly. We'll find out now. Yep, so it changes on the fly. So that's ABS turned off on the back. We're not going to have that at the moment because there's no point. So I'm in an individual mode at the moment. So, alright, going to go up this way. Alright, has it got a quick shifter? No. So it hasn't got a quick shifter. So I don't feel any difference between the individual and the urban. I mean, on my bike, when you go from dynamic, I mean, you feel it in the throttle response, but here you've not felt anything. I mean, that's individual there, and if I change it to explore, okay, explore I can feel a bit more. That got a bit of better, that's got a better pickup on it. The throttle response is slightly better. Yeah, that's a lot better. I like that. Yeah, that feels a lot nicer, that. So explore mode, that's what you want, boys. Get into explore mode. Obviously, if you're going to go off-road, stick it in off-road and take the ABS off. But this feels a lot nicer in explore mode on the road. Cool, we're busy today. Come on, mate, you get a bus through there. See, the throttle response, it's got a bit of a lazy, clutch. It's again the gear shifting it feels clumsy. It's a bit clunk. It's not smooth. I mean, the last Aprilia I rode was probably about 10 years ago, and it was an Aprilia RS 125, so can't really compare anything else to the Aprilia. But she feels nice. I mean, the Italians know how to build a bike. And we're going doing. Yeah, brakes are nice. Brakes are very nice. Those Brembo twin pots on the front, they got some good stopping power, I'll tell you that. And the suspension's plush as well. Alright, 25 to, so we'll start heading back in a minute. I'm on my tiptoes. So what else can we do on here? I'll make sure I'm doing 30. Okay, so it's not got a cruise control. That's just a set thing to set stuff. I thought it was a cruise control which you could set, but it doesn't appear to be. Not that you really need a cruise control on this sort of bike, I'll tell you that. But it's nice. I mean, I'd be happy to take this away. I mean, it is so comfortable. It's an old building, that one. Good old Sion Village, 20 mile an hour. It's the only downfall over here. You can't really test anything properly. Well, you can test the bikes at doing low speeds, I'll tell you that. You can see how they handle at low speed. Because the majority of the roads over here are like 20, 30 mile an hour. There's only a few 40 mile an hours. I thought that was my vehicle for a moment. No. I was about to bloody turn around and go after him. Still 20. Should have covered up the speedo with some gaffer tape. Because that car that was in front of me, he's bloody long gone. There we go, coming up to 30 now. Beautiful. It is such a nice ride, and explore mode. I mean, on the urban road, urban just felt really lackluster. There was no oomph to it. Explore mode just feels a lot smoother. The throttle feels a lot nicer as well. Regards to protection, I'm getting quite a bit of buffeting around my shoulders, but I'm sure you could just change the windscreen if you really needed to, but you know, it's one of those. Could you do long miles on this? Absolutely not an issue there whatsoever. You'd have fun as well. This is basically one of those bikes where you literally want to just open up the throttle and go on a twisty road. Could I own this bike? Probably not. I'd probably lose my license. That's why I sold my street triple. Bikes like this and me, we mix well, but we don't mix well. You know, I love riding these type of bikes, but the problem is my demon comes out and I just want to open up the throttle and go too fast. And in Jersey, it's just not worth it. You do not want to lose your license over here. It's just a pain in the arse getting it back. That's the luxury of when we get off the island, because we're on a J-Reg. Well, we're supposed to be forecasted rain this afternoon. At the moment it's 18 degrees and it's only just gone past lunchtime. So I think we're in for another 20 odd degrees today. How does the back brake do? Yep, back brake's okay. She feels good. What a beautiful day. Absolutely gorgeous. That wind's blowing a bit of a hoolie. Double checking the speed. It's amazing, all these roads last year were all bloody 30 mile an hour. And now they're like 20 everywhere. Just bloody joke. That's why we try and get off the island with our bikes. you got the sprints over here, which is basically you pay about 60 odd quid and it's run what you brung. So you can go down to the 5 mile road and do the sprints, open your bike up. Or pick a few roads that are not looked at by the police too much, or the honorees, and do a cheeky blast. Da 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 da. Right, well, I'm heading back to the shop now to go and get the other bike. So that's me out on this one, and I'll give a bit of a voiceover and a description to this bike later on, and we'll go through all the specs. So cheers guys, and thank you. This is the Aprilia Tuareg 660. Booyah.